Good morning. So you have been down here multiple times at this point, or at least I hope so. But today is a little different. Today, I'm taking you with me to a shooting competition at Arrowhead Gun Co. That's right. You're getting a vlog. Weird, right? But first, we need to go eat breakfast. Somebody joined me for breakfast. Do you hear her? She is so needy. All right, we're gonna get all packed up and ready to go. My buddy Tarj is going to be joining me today, and he's also gonna be my main cameraman throughout the day. You'll probably see footage from multiple places. I won't be taking hardly any of it myself because I'll mostly be shooting, but when I'm standing around, I'll try to do some videoing as well. One thing that I'm very excited about is today is the first day that we're gonna take this guy out and we're gonna give him a whirl suppressed. Pilo guns. Oh wait. There needs to be one more. That has to go with us too. All right. Okie dokie, now we're just waiting for Tarj. Ah, crap, I need to load up some snacks too. We're almost to the range, just stopping for some hot cocoa. And the next time I bring you out, we will be there, all nice and covered in snow. Don't get me wrong, Utah is beautiful in the winter, but it makes a lot of things not quite as fun. Shooting's one of them, driving's another one. But you know what? We're gonna have a positive attitude, we're gonna get some hot chocolate in us, and we're gonna have a good day. Point of impact shift is definitely there, I can tell you that. All right, couple more. I love it. So cold. Put it in anyway. You can handle it. I have been staying very close to this lovely fire here. But it is pretty. one shot. Impact. Everybody is loading up for the last competition. One thing that I wanted to talk about real quick was when you come out to Arrowhead Gun Co. and do one of the shooting competitions, Morgan, the owner, likes to let everybody throw a can on. He actually prefers it because it makes things less quiet. A lot of people run some really annoying breaks like Sean and his stupid loudener, which throws crap and sound everywhere. I've got the Nomad on here, which I love to run, waiting for mine to come in still. We've got one more competition coming up. I have not had a fantastic day, but it's been okay. Having lots of fun with the boys out here. We learned a couple things today. Snow presents a significant challenge. Same with cold. You don't have the right gear, you're gonna struggle. Just about all of us struggled with stuff that really wasn't that hard for us in the nicer weather. Tarj and I are heading out of here. We both won stuff. What's up? Anyway, it's super freaking cold, so we're getting out of here. So good day for me and Tarj. That was Tarj's first shooting competition. To be fair, there are only 5 of us competing, but regardless, we both came in the top 3. Super fun. They always have prizes. We both ended up walking away with ammo. And now we're just warming up in the car, heading home, eating bars. Right, we are back. We are showered, and our brand new dangerous but good hoodie that we love is all nice and clean and washed. My wife made me do it, and I appreciated it because, good gosh, I love this thing. Go check out Dangerous But Good. I'm not an affiliate, but I really want to be because their clothes are freaking amazing. So I wanted to talk about a couple things at the end of this range day. First of all, I wanted to apologize, and this apology may be obsolete just because I'm hoping to get more content from the Arrowhead Gun Co. guys. They had a camera out all day. I was not so good about getting my phone out. I got it out here and there, but it was just so dang cold, and I just wanted to focus on shooting, which I didn't do amazing at. I still took first, but I was not up to my own standards. Tarj somehow managed to take third, which was awesome for his first time out. Granted, he only had to beat out 2 other people. There were 5 of us competing, but hey, he did good, right? A win's a win. And so we both walked away with prizes, which was super fun. He was a little camera shy, so I didn't really get to introduce you guys. But he'll be on the channel more, that's for sure. Anyway, always good to bring a new guy into the community. That's what it's all about. Bring new people into the community, get them comfortable, get them meeting other people, so that when we have to take over a tyrannical government, we have numbers. But also, just because it's fun, it's a good way to connect with people, taking them out shooting and stuff like that, and teaching them about concealed carry and why they should have an AR-15. All that is good stuff. But what I wanted to talk about, the main thing, is this guy. I am more excited about this guy now than I ever was before I took it out today. Obviously, I don't have my own suppressor, so I took it today because I knew Morgan, the owner of Arrowhead Gun Co., would let me throw on his Dead Air Nomad, which is the one that I am waiting for, 280 days in now. But I wanted to take it out and see how it would go. I was worried. I was worried that it wasn't going to cycle, that the ejection wasn't going to be consistent, that it was going to be super gassy in my face, and it was flawless. It shot fantastic. Definitely need a different optic on here because I literally just slapped this one on because it was what was lying around. And so, not zeroed even a little bit, but I managed to make a couple hits, as you heard. But man, it sounded good too. I'm going to throw it up again eventually, but this is the epitome of ugly red-headed stepchild Frankenstein build. There are only a couple of parts that share the same parent company. I'll go through those real quick. Not a review of this gun, that'll come, but just to talk about the hideousness of this Frankenstein build. So the safety selector and the charging handle are both from Radian. I've got a Raptor and a Talon safety selector. Then the optics mount right here is from Aero Precision, and so is the bolt carrier group. And I want a different bolt carrier group eventually, something that's nickel boron preferably, because I think that'll be smoother and quieter in the long run. But those are the only parts that share any similar parent companies. Everything else is from somewhere different. SB Tactical SBA 3, and I could still strap it to my forearm, I think, so back off, ATF. The lower is from Troy Industries, and that was where the build began, and I'll explain that because Troy is not a very 2A friendly company, unfortunately, but I'll show you why I went with that in just a second. Andro Corp upper, okay, with a ballistic advantage barrel emissary handbrake, which is going to be my go-to handbrake. Vortex 1-6 up here. BCM lower parts kit, which is the loudest part of the gun when it's suppressed. So let's just go over that real quick, okay? Love it. Love this trigger. It's freaking amazing, but it is loud, okay? So here is the trigger pull, and I'm not going to worry about it being safety checked because I shot all of my 300 Blackout that I had while I was out there because it sounded so dang good. Okay, pretty loud trigger. The reset is the real loud, so let's gear and thumb this together. Go ahead and watch that finger. It's not going to go very far. Listen to that clunk, though. Is there any way to quiet that down? If that's the loudest part of the gun, I'm going to be happy, though, right? So right back in. Now this time, I just want you to look and appreciate how good this trigger is, because I'm going to go forward and then come straight back. Like, the brake is right on the edge of the reset, which is amazing. But I was extremely happy with how it performed. It was better than I expected, especially sound-wise. I expected it to be louder, and I expected it to be at least a little uncomfortable without ears on. I love it. It's like a paintball gun, I'll be honest. Maybe you can't tell from not being, right next to it. You are hearing it through video, which is an imperfect medium for you to hear a suppressed firearm through, but it sounded fantastic. And Tarj, though he was a little camera shy today, will admit that it sounded very good. I don't think it would be a problem shooting it in my house. I don't think it would be uncomfortable at all, cause me any issues with my ears, and that was the whole point. I wanted to build something that was compact, that when I get the law folder on it, I can fold up and throw in my backpack and carry around with me. That's not going to blow my ears out if I ever have to pull it out and use it. And not to mention, I wanted something that is super fun, and nothing is funner than a lethal weapon that is also very, very quiet. So, the reason that I started this build in the first place was because of this lower receiver. You will see there a Canadian flag and the words Northern Guard, which I think is super cool. And then the serial number is Canada 5432. Amazing. Freaking amazing. So the reason that I bought this was because I served a 2-year mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Canada, in Alberta, which is the Utah or the Texas, however you look at it, of Canada. So of the places to live in Canada, it's probably the least awful. The Albertans have a fire and a passion in them because a lot of them are farmers or oil workers, right? So they're very blue collar and they're very gun rights friendly as well. So Alberta is where it's at. That's where I spent my entire 2 years, and I love those people and I loved my time up there. So these lowers were headed on their way up to Canada to be used by the Mounties, and Canada rejected them for some reason. I think there was a shooting or something, and they decided that even their police and military personnel were not going to carry AR-15s anymore. Whatever. So Brownell scooped up a whole bunch of them and put them on their site for pretty affordable, and I just couldn't help it. So I'm probably going to get a nice Cerakote or paint job of some kind just to get the colors right on that flag at the very least. But I thought it was an appropriate thing for me to build off of, and I'm really, really happy that I did it. Future, as I talked about, I want a different charging handle, something that is suppressor friendly. I want a nickel boron bolt carrier group. I want a different optic, probably a Holosun Ames, and then obviously the Law Tactical folding stock adapter. And then I don't know what I'm going to do as far as the shouldering, or I guess wrist bracing device goes, but you guys will see it eventually. Don't be afraid to put a Frankenstein build together. They are super fun, and somehow they work. Even though I don't have an adjustable gas block or I didn't control for any of those variables, ran like a top. Last thing I wanted to bring up to you guys, I recently started a Patreon. I do not have any people on it yet because I haven't announced it to anyone yet, but there's almost 1,100 of you, which, man, I appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful that you guys are interested enough in my content to be alerted every time I put something new out there. I really, really appreciate that. That means a ton to me. If each one of you got a $1 subscription, that would be enough for me to buy a new gun, throw an optic up on it because I'm an optic snob now, and put a good amount of rounds through it as well so that I could keep doing reviews. I'm going to keep doing reviews anyway, but I figure $1's not a lot to you guys, and there's a lot of you, and it could help me out, make things a little bit easier, make it easier for me to have the time to do it as well. I'll go ahead and leave a link down in the description that will take you there. Obviously, if you go and just search Seaver Shoots on Patreon, you'll find me pretty easily. I am going to be putting some exclusive content on there. Not my range day vlogs. Those are going to be free for everybody, and they're going to be on YouTube every time they're completed, so all y'all can come along with me. But I am going to give you an insight into other things that I'm doing, things around the house, tinkering down here in the basement on gun stuff, or going to the gym. It's going to be more exclusive content that I don't put on Instagram and that I don't put on YouTube, just to make it worth it for you guys. I definitely want to give back to you. Other things I'm going to be able to do if you guys start contributing in that way, I'm going to start doing some giveaways, I'm hoping. It's mostly going to be gear that comes from my buddies. I've got a whole bunch of friends in the industry who make really cool products, some of which you have seen on this channel. And I want to start giving them out to people so that they can try them for themselves and see how they work. I'm looking at this as a way to make it so everybody wins, or at least I hope so. I hope you have a very, very Merry Christmas. I hope you have a happy holidays, a fantastic end of the year, a great new year. The next time I'll see you, or that you'll see me, I guess, will probably be in 2022. So as always, I will catch you later.